Well, kids, you are thinking this is all a bit strange because we keep saying carbon is bad, CO2 is bad, but we keep on putting out more CO2 into the atmosphere. When is it exactly that we realized carbon is bad, CO2 is bad? Well, way back in the 1850s, a brilliant female scientist called Eunice Foote did some experiments to show that CO2 and water vapor are trapping thermal energy, and that's bad news. Just a few years later, James Tyndall independently showed the same thing. In 1896, a Swedish scientist, Svante Arrhenius, made a simple climate model to show that increasing CO2 is trapping more thermal energy and making the atmosphere warmer. He even calculated how much warming will happen if we double the CO2 in the atmosphere from that time of about 280 ppm by volume to 560. But he was Swedish and he was tired of the winters. He said, hey, global warming may be good for us because we'll have milder winters. 1912, there were news reports about global warming from CO2. They didn't use the word global warming as such, but anyway, they talked about CO2 causing warming. 1937, a nice detailed paper by a guy called Guy Callender showed very clearly what's happening. He used data to show how increasing CO2 is causing warming. In the 1970s, Wally Broker, a famous scientist from Columbia University, showed that global warming was already happening and so on. So why do we keep on putting so much CO2 into the atmosphere if CO2 is so bad? Basically, we are hooked to energy from fossil fuels, from coal and oil and gas and so on, and we just can't stop because our lives, everything we do depends on energy, and our energy comes from carbon sources. Obviously, we're trying to correct the situation. We call it mitigation, which means we want to reduce our impacts on climate change by reducing our emissions, and we want to produce more and more renewable energy from solar and wind and nuclear and hydropower and energy from waves and so on and so forth. Are we going to get there? Yes, because kids, it's your future that we are talking about, and you are the future. So you also have to get engaged and understanding. Start to understand how we are actually jeopardizing your future by emitting so much CO2. So pay attention, children. This is not good news for you if we don't stop.